Oh, well, you know, coming back to Sunset Beach, my favorite place on tour, I think this event, the heritage is growing, and I think the prestige of winning here is probably the greatest over any other event on tour.
It's been an exciting progression from first event here back in 2010, you know, where we had, you know, everybody was new to it, and we had a trials event and we invited the main event athletes. But it's got to the point now where we have the top 40 athletes in the world attending all our events, and it's an extremely exciting thing to see, and people from over 20 countries coming to participate.
I think because the combination of it being on the North Shore of Oahu, typically big waves, and you know, the first event of the year, you can really, you know, have a good stride after winning this event. And so I think that this event for me is super special because it was the first professional event I truly won, and it was you know, the first event of the World Tour in 2010.
Aloha and welcome to a look back at the 2014 Sunset Beach Pro. This is the 5th anniversary edition. Over the past 4 years, the Sunset Beach Pro has wowed the world with incredible waves with giant surf throughout every single event. However, this year we had trickier conditions to contend with, as a variable forecast provided winds and changeable waves. While we missed the giant surf at sunset, the conditions did provide for some of the most high-performance surfing yet on the Stand Up World Tour. The first day of action for the Sunset Beach Pro saw the start of the trials event, as blue skies and beautiful conditions were the order of the day, as young kids such as Bernd Roediger from Maui put on a show to remember.
I'm standing here with the highest heat total of the day, winner of that last heat, Bernd Roediger. Tell us about your heat.
For me, it was kind of a mystery coming into this contest. I've been pretty much off of any kind of stand-up contests for like 2 years now. So to come back and to have like a successful heat, didn't completely blow it, I'm pretty stoked, yeah.
You know, competition looking like, you know, it's gonna be really tough. Every year, the level goes up just like it should be.
Waves were really fun this morning. Perfect. There was not a drop of water out of place.
Yeah, hopefully the waves will keep firing like they are until my heat.
And here's Cody Kerbox. Wow, big off the top for Cody, so score that.
Mate, unreal. We've sort of got some bit smaller today. It sort of started off quite, you know, contestable. Now it's sort of dropping off a bit. Just hoping he might eat, that we get a bit of a pulse and get a few waves, because I'm up against Frother Holland, so he owes me one for last year. I managed to take him and tie down, but we'll see what happens, mate. We'll get out there and see what happens. That's all you can do.
Comes around the section. Nice work there to make that wave, and cranks it off the top.
Day 1 of the main event saw Kai Lenny kicking into gear, as he steps up to defend his world champion, but also his Sunset Beach Pro title. But also on fine form, Bo Nixon from Australia made it through directly to the 3rd round.
Everybody's ripping out there. The surf is pumping today. You know, it's not as big as I would have liked, or as the forecast really said, but I mean, everybody, it's amazing out there.
And it's good to see, you know, where the level is at. You know what I mean? These guys come and they're the best in the world, so it's good to have them back.
The North Shore crowd were kept happy seeing Noah Janela from right here at Cavella Bay advancing directly to round 3.
Really just had to stay busy out there to get the score. So I sat on the west bowl for a little while and got a few.
Friday the 14th, Valentine's Day, dawned stormy, as contest director and judging panel were left with a tough decision whether to make the call to run or not.
It's tough to say right now because we're not sure what the weekend's going to give. We've got swell today, but it's a really messy swell, not that much scoring potential at the moment. It is cleaning up, but the wind direction is much better for tomorrow. It's just whether that swell will hold and there'll be some good waves. So
at the end of the day, it just comes down to someone making a decision and sticking with it, and all the riders will adapt. Everyone's so good, whatever the conditions are. The surfers that adapt the best will be the ones that make it to the final and do well here in the 5th year.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, you're in Hawaii and it's overhead on the sets. It's double overhead, and I mean it's a little windy, a little overcast. It's not the perfect conditions, but you know what? I think the forecast for the next few days is looking very similar, if not smaller. So I think personally, my call would be go. Let's get this thing happening. Let's get everyone amped and may the best man win.
Clear as the heats progressed that the right decision had been made, as more full-size sunset was the order of the day, despite the slightly stormy conditions.
Using the paddle very gracefully and lays down the bottom turn, snaps under the lip.
Squares it off the bottom rock, and that's it right there. Beautiful top turn. Another
very motivated athlete from California. We are counting down. And a good finishing turn there, nice positioning, good footwork. You saw how he was adjusting his feet, cranking it one time off the top. He's currently in 2nd place. And there's that patented RJ hack off the top with a roundo. Way to develop on the inside. Big wall ahead, gaps it off the top.
on his JP Australia board, and wow, releasing the tail on that turn.
Definitely a standout over the past few years on the Stand Up World Tour. The young Australian Kiahi Diabois put on a show to remember in the quarterfinals of this Sunset Beach Pro.
So casually, so smooth.
And that was the closer.
Oh man, how he held on and kept his balance.
After an intense day of competition, it came down to just 4 athletes that would go out to battle it out for the event crown. Kai Lenny from Maui, defending Sunset Beach Pro champion and 3 times world champion. Kyle Vaj, runner-up last year overall on the Stand Up World Tour. The on-form Kiahi Diabois from Australia. And Zane Schweitzer, finding his stride here at Sunset Beach.
Oh, well, it was an unreal event from start to finish. I'm stoked to get some big cracks in there and get some good connections, and stoked to be up there in the final with Kyle and Kiahi and Kai, and it was a good day.
Yeah, really stoked. I didn't really have too good of a year last year. I had a few okay results, but nothing that good. So to be in a final in the first event feels really good. And had an alright heat. I just kind of, I don't know, I'd get one turn and then fall, and I just stoked to be in the final. I had a really good day, stoked to have a couple good heats, and looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, you know, it always feels good to have your worst result here at Sunset be a second. And, you know, what can I say? I definitely really wanted to win, but unfortunately, you know, Mother Nature had other plans, and I just didn't get the waves that I really wanted.
In a tricky lineup that saw some sets really lining up and others not, Kyle Vaj was able to find the waves he needed to take the win here at the first stop of the 2014 Stand Up World Tour.
Representing Brazil, Art in Surf is his team.
And that was a nice closing maneuver there on the closeout. Hangs on. And there's the chair up the beach. Art in Surf, Kyle Vaz.
I can imagine. It was really good, the waves. It's not good, but it's perfect, you know? I mean, I can't believe I won.
So after an emotional display from the Brazilian crew, we're now getting ready for the next event on the Stand Up World Tour, which is Brazil itself. So make sure to join us for the Alagoas Pro Grand Slam that will take place from the 29th of March to the 6th of April, right here at watermanleague.com.